Buddy, we had some problems getting completely destroyed by our capturing method. It looks like we might have sorted them out. Unfortunately, we have to kind of change the way we're set up due to what we need to do to capture this. But yeah, playing the game at 30 frames per second is just not going to happen. So now I get to pretend I knew what I was going to do. I think I was supposed to head this way. See where the key was. Where are you, key? Okay, that's this room. It's locked. That's locked. It's not gonna lead anywhere. This is not the right one, right? Okay. We turned off the generator. Was it this one? Can't see anything. Wow, that is so much faster. Wait, how come I couldn't kick the original Shadow jerk kid? Whatever, video game. Whatever you want to do. Yes. There we go. So now we have the key, and that's Aratron. So now we need to go back this way, I believe. Here. Yeah. Wow, this is running really fast. Seemingly faster than it should, honestly. Haggith, that's not gonna work. But wait, this one. Phaleg. Get off of me. Oh man, this is running way faster. This is actually pretty incredible how much better this is running.
But it's not done yet. Half the soul is lost. That is why the seed lies dormant.
And what soul remains captured in that husk is buried deep down in the subconscious.
Are you trying to say it won't work? That wasn't our agreement.
No, these are just stalling tactics. If we lend a hand, we will be able to get power. Never fear, the promise shall not be broken.
But the power we could draw now will be very weak. Almost nothing. Unless we get the other half of the soul.
We'll use a magical spell. Feeling this child's pain, it's sure to come.
But that will take time.
So yeah, really... So now we're starting to get it. Basically, everybody's in cahoots to keep this person in check, to cause something to happen that they think will grant them great power. And there's our item number 5. Disc of Ouroboros. And this is basically the end of the game now, guys, so let's hope that we have enough ammunition to be able to finish off. And I'm pretty sure we have plenty of health kits, so that should not be an issue. Okay, 6.
Come along. No. No. I don't want to. Do what Mommy tells you now. I just want you to lend me a teeny bit of your power. That's all. No. I don't want to do it. It will make everyone happy, and it's for your own good, too. Oh, but Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just 2 of us. Please understand. Oh, yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong. Mommy! Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait. Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life. I could have done it all myself. Mommy?
Alright. So, kind of an odd scene there. So basically you can tell that Alessa was going to be, again, just reinforcing she was going to be used for something along the cult's ends. Okay, that's the way we came from, so we're going to head downstairs. And yeah, nice little imagery for a nice house, right? Just a bunch of demonic shit. And now here's where we're going to learn what they were trying to accomplish, basically.
I was shocked to realize the talisman of Metatron was being used.
Seal of Metatron, but sure.
In spite of the lost soul returning at last. Just a little longer and all would have been for naught. It's all because of that man. We must be thankful to him. Even though Alessa has been stopped, his little girl has to go. What a pity.
Freeze! What in the devil's name? Ugh.
Dahlia.
Well, well, well. To think you'd make it this far.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
I'm in no mood for jokes.
Don't you see? She's right there.
That's absurd.
You are the only one who thinks so.
Why? Why are you doing this?
It's been a long 7 years. For the 7 years since that terrible day,
Referring to the
Alessa
fire.
has been kept alive, suffering a fate worse than death. which she never awakens. He has been nurtured by that nightmare, waiting for the day to be born. That day has finally come. The time is nigh. Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning, when all our sorrows will be washed away, when we return to the true paradise. My daughter will be the mother of God.
Get shot, woman.
Quit screwing around. Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
Did I ask for this? Nobody uses me. You won't get away with this.
Your role is
Shot the shit out of her.
What do you think you can accomplish by coming here?
My, aren't we getting cocky? Bet you can't see this.
A Glowfitus! I thought I got rid of that!
All I had to do was plant it somewhere for you to find. You all, well, it kept you busy. Ha! You're easy. And there's more where this came from.
Stop it!
Huh? What the?
Okay, so let's break down some stuff. Okay, so, I mean, that's some straight up Baphomet shit. So, Baphomet is, like, very well known in witchcraft. It goes by the name Samael also. In this game, I think it calls it the Incubus, but it's basically just a personification of Baphomet pushed into the world. And that's basically what the cult was worshipping. They got into some fucking crazy devil shit. And so what happens is they try to have this ritual in order to bring this demon, this incubus, into their world through Alessa. And they choose to use her because of her telekinetic powers, psychokinetic powers, whatever you want to call them. Which we saw on display earlier when she pushed away Harry and a couple other scenes, and her ability to create shields for herself. So they want to use her power to birth the god into the world. So they mess up, and during the stress of the ritual, Alessa actually uses her power to cause an explosion in the basement from the faulty boiler or whatever it was, heater. Causes a fire, burns herself basically alive, but she manages to get out, and the cult keeps her alive. But, as another last-ditch effort, she splits her soul into two pieces, Alessa and then into what becomes Cheryl. Without both pieces of the soul, they can't effectively manifest the power of Alessa to be able to bring the demon into their world. At least not quickly at all. So they cast a magical spell to bring Cheryl back, and when Cheryl comes back, the seal... Basically, Alessa takes control of her, she transforms back to her form, but Alessa's like, uh-oh, they're going to bring me together with my body, which was the thing in the wheelchair, and once they bring both of the souls together, then it's going to give birth to this demon god. So two things happen. The demon inside of her is using Alessa's power and feeding off of the nightmares in order to cause all of this nightmarish reality around us. The demon is using her powers in order to enact this nightmare. And the reason all these monsters look the way they do, these birds, everything from Alice in Wonderland, the Wizard of Oz, Alessa hates birds. She read those stories about the huge lizard that you had to shoot open its mouth. That's why Splithead exists. She was collecting butterflies, as you could see from her children's room, so that's where the huge caterpillar and moth creature came from. So these are all things that are deeply connected to Alessa, and that's why they manifest themselves into this world. That's what the demon uses to do these things. What else can I mention? So, both of the souls come together, and now, basically, Baphomet is brought into the world, and it's up to good old Harry here to save the day. I mentioned the Seal of Metatron a few times. So what happens is... Dahlia says it's the mark of Samael, which is not true. It is the mark of Metatron, and basically she was using it as a counteractive spell to stop the darkness from spreading to other areas. But it was not working. In fact, it was giving the demon an avenue to spread its darkness elsewhere by using the seal. However, it is presumed, at least by Dahlia, that if she had completed all of the seals of Metatron at all the places she had described, it would lock the evil away, and it would never come out. So yeah, that's kind of a synopsis of what happens in this game. Aglophidus, I don't know if it's ever mentioned specifically in the game, but I believe it's mentioned in, like, witchcraft rituals and various circles of the occult, as being able to draw out demonic powers from a host to counteract possessions. So that's why by breaking Aglophidus over her, Alessa is able to shed Baphomet from herself in a weakened state. So now let's go ahead and die to this guy. I have 6 shots, so I want to take 6 shots, drop it, and then bring it back up. And we got tons of first aid kits. Okay, not good. This is what I was worried about, because I'm not sure I have enough ammo. Nice. So we are completely out of ammo. Which means that I think we are completely screwed. It also makes me wonder why I didn't have enough. So we're probably gonna die here, and then, yeah. We're gonna see what we can do. Yep, dead. Dead a Rooney. Okay. Nice tip. Load. Child's room. So, I don't know how... Maybe he has some type of invincibility frames. Maybe I wasn't actually shooting him. There's absolutely no reason why that shouldn't have been enough bullets. 25's a lot. So maybe I was hitting some invincibility frames or something. Luckily, this game makes it so that you can skip cutscenes, so... Getting back there will not be that bad. So for those of you that are interested in the story of Silent Hill, or the other Silent Hill games, highly recommend two things. If you like Silent Hill 2 specifically, Best Friends Play, or Two Best Friends Play, has an excellent playthrough of Silent Hill 2 where they talk about various themes and discuss things regarding that. I have even tried to model my own commentary on that game based on that. Also, the Real Silent Hill Experience, TRSHE, on YouTube, has a very expansive series. And while I do not agree with all of their assumptions based on the game's story and mythos, or their analysis of the games as a whole, as far as like gameplay features, it is very, very good, and they're very passionate about what they do. Very much worth checking out if you are interested in this game series at all. Okay. By the way, lightning hits you really goddamn hard, obviously. Also, I want to make sure I'm topped off. You know what probably happened? I bet you Harry missed. I bet you this idiot missed his shots. Because that's a thing in this game. You can actually miss ammunition. Okay. Yeah, I bet you he's missing. Because there's absolutely no reason I should be running out of ammo, be unable to do this. Because as you can see, there's absolutely no way for me to hit him otherwise. So I am sure I didn't hit him there. So I'm guessing there's some sort of trigger that you're supposed to hit in order to kill him. I'll have to do some research if I ever plan to speedrun this game, or just run through it again. That is the good plus ending for Silent Hill. Presumably either this one or the one that is called good ending are the ones that are canon for the game. In good ending, you end up having Sybil die, basically. In good plus, she lives. So it's kind of up in the air which one's correct, but most people could see good plus is the one that you would go with. Good work to all the people in Team Silent for creating this game and the next 2 games as well. So, final thoughts on this game. I think it's a 4 out of 5 game. It's actually pretty close. I'd say it's a solid 4. I would say it's getting close to a 5, but there are some kind of nagging things that get to me about it. However, I will say that this game is a textbook example of how to do horror and terror correctly in video games and through this medium, and really any entertainment medium, to be honest. The other thing that I would say is that this is easily a masterpiece of Akira Yamaoka, and I mean that in the literal sense. Like, so often we put masterpiece on a bottle of barbecue sauce, forgetting what it actually means, but it is a piece of work that either shows your entry into being a master of something, of your art or your profession, whatever it is you're doing, or it is a piece that shows your mastery over it, shows that you are a true master of this. And I think Silent Hill soundtrack and sound design really shows that. So, I mean, Silent Hill 1. If you guys haven't played it before, give it a shot. Definitely one of those games that people continue to talk about for a reason. Now we get the yuck reel. Thus releasing all the tension in the scene. Look at these horrific PS1 faces! My god, it's terrifying. Goddamn shit, kids. You're hot, but you're super burnt up and fucked up. Oh man, this is terrifying. Oh man, look at this facial distortion technology on the PlayStation. Good job, Harry. Saving your daughter. So, good plus ending. Not the best of scores. Actually, that's a way better score than I thought I was gonna get. Especially since I had 26 saves. But I got a ton of items, and I got a bunch of kills. So I got 8 stars, it looks like, out of 10. I don't know if that's 6 stars or 8 stars. Regardless, pretty good score considering how slow I felt this was, and it was at over 5 hours in game time. Outside of game time, I think it was closer to like 7. But yeah, 1 game clear, normal mode. Pretty good stuff. Got the channeling stone, we got the rock drill, we got the chainsaw. All pretty sweet items for a future playthrough. Sure. Oops. And as I mentioned, that is going to be Silent Hill 1. And for those of you that are interested, you can also always go ahead and play Next Fear, which is basically your New Game Plus option. Allows you access to what is known as the UFO ending, which is pretty famous in Silent Hill circles. Every Silent Hill game has to have some joke ending, at least one. And some games even have 2. But lots of cool stuff happening with that. But that's going to do it for me for now. Tune in later tonight, hopefully, when we're going to do Resident Evil 2, at least one of the scenarios. The plan is to do Claire A and Leon B, since I believe that is the canon of the series. So, yeah, we'll see if we can get Claire A out of the way. But that's going to do it for me for now. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you're at, day or night, and I will see you later.